success is a lie. The first lie about success, they've told you success is a destination. Understand that success is the process. Success is the process. Success is the process. They told you. Yeah? They told you that success is a destination. That once you enter into a certain tax bracket, once you have this number of cars, once you can make this amount of money passively, once you can look a certain way, once you can talk to specific people in society, once you can hit the top 1% type of kind of people, then you'll be called successful. Understand that success is not a destination, success is a process. Now what I mean by this is, it's not about who you become at the end. It's about who you transform into while getting to the end. That was a bar. Write that down if you don't have a notebook. Success is not about who you become at the end. Success is about who you become while getting to the destination. Because understand that you are at point A. This is you, stick man. And you want to get to point B. At least that's what society has told you that you need to do. You want to get here at point B, you know, where you have a big house, a car, you know, you've retired your parents here and there. You know, you're this person who is respected. You are ushered into rooms of power. And a lot of times even I was here, you tend to do a lot of work to get from point A to point B. And what happens is, along the way, you lose yourself. Let's say you started by starting a business. You started this business with the aim of helping people. But along the way, because the urge to be rich and to be adored by people became too much, you ended up losing sight of what you do and what you are doing this business for in the first place. And even as much as you end up becoming rich, you've lost what made all that wealth worth. You lost your friends, you lost your family, you lost your sense of self, you lost your passion, you lost your connection to the higher self, spiritual sense, God. You lost all that made you human. You've become a rich robot. Am I shaming richness? No, there are many people out here who are rich and they're very good people. What I'm saying is, most people end up getting to point B eventually. But they get to point B feeling empty, feeling drained, feeling sad. Because along the way, who they were as a person died. The passion for the art died, and all that mattered was the feedback. Oh my God! Let us write that down, Darasani. The passion for the work, passion died, and all that became important was feedback. And just as life is, robots give power to feedback. So the moment you left your passion behind and you focused on getting feedback, you lost yourself. You basically became an AI. You became a robot. That's one illusion about success. They told you that success is a destination, but in true sense, success is who you become in the process of getting to that destination. Success is who you become. I want you to sit back. And if you feel like you're not successful enough, I want you to ask yourself, 2 years before, would I change places with the person I was 2 years before? Would I exchange places with the person I was 2 years before? If the first answer is a no, then yes, you are already successful. But if the answer is yes, then no, you are not successful, even if you have 15 cars. Sorry, that's the truth. Lie number 2 about success. They gave you formulas. Oh my God. Now, some of you will hate me for this, but formulas only work on equations and robots. And you are not an equation, a symmetrical equation, a calculus equation. Neither are you a robot. So these formulas will not work on you. What formulas am I talking about? Waking up at a certain time, doing things a certain way, following a stringent routine for 7 days straight, forgetting all that makes you happy, not watching Netflix, because if you watch Netflix, you'll become poor. Not eating something sweet every once in a while, because if you eat something sweet, you'll gain a lot of calories and your body will not be what you want it to be. Going out with people, because going out with people will slow you down on your dreams. Just to name but a few. You were told to do this and this and this and this to get to this and this and this. But you're a human being. You're not a painting that can be drawn with one brush. You are an intricate, complex piece that requires days and years of dedication. You're a masterful art that requires constant shaping and changing. They gave you formulas. I have tried formulas, and let me tell you, formulas do not work. Stop following formulas. If you wake up at 5 a.m. and you're not productive, and you can't seem to get any work done, why are you waking up at 5 a.m.? So that you can go to your status and post to people the 5 a.m. club. Yeah? So that people can respect you because you wake up at 5 a.m. Is that what you want? I'm pretty sure it is not. Yeah? What if another formula was laws to manifestation? Now let me tell you this. I have been a fool of this once, not twice. Manifestation is not a subject that you learn. Manifestation is the essence of existence. You will master it slowly by slowly. It will take years, it will take months. That is why you have to be very careful with the kind of people you listen to on this social media platform, because people will lie to you for the sake of views and virality. To say nothing but the less. Another formula to look a certain way. Now understand one thing. I am a very strong believer in looking good, as you can see. I'm a very strong believer in looking good, because you look good, you feel good, you attract good things, and you attract opportunities. But this looking good should not come at the expense of your self-expression. What do I mean by this? There's always going to be a trend and an aesthetic about what is good enough, about what is viral, about what people love. There was a time when being a baddie was the in thing. Then from that, being a baddie, they came the it girl fallacy. After that, they came all these makeup trends, clean girl aesthetic and all these things. I personally do not use makeup, but I'm not shaming it. I mean, if you use makeup, you do you. But this looking good, and this being respectable, and this being presentable, should at no point come at the cost of your self-expression. Let me make this clear. Looking good, okay? Looking good, LG. TV's LG. Looking good should at no single point come at the expense of your self-expression. If you're putting together an outfit that looks good on Pinterest and people out there love it, but it makes you feel closeted and not showing up, do not wear it. If putting on a certain type of makeup makes you feel like you're doing too much, but everyone says you need to look like that, do not. If you're a girl who just loves lashes, a liner, and a lip, whatever combo, and you go out, fine. If you're the girl who wants to go all the way, please do. Please, I beg you for the sake of God, do. Because understand that you are not a robot. What works for one person will not work for you, and what works for me will not work for you. So you have to decide what is more important, being presentable or expressing yourself. And let me tell you one thing, especially to the creatives watching me. If you are a creative, your self-expression cannot afford to die, because that is the essence of your existence. The moment you stop expressing yourself, the moment you stop creating, you will die, both physically, mentally, psychologically, and spiritually. God is energy, and God expresses himself through you. And the moment you stop expressing, you stop connecting to God. Sound familiar? Exactly. Another thing when it comes to success, there's no such thing as a timeline. There's no such thing as a timeline. Out here on social media, people are getting rich at 20. People are rich at 20, 25, 28, doing drop shipping, digital marketing. Understand that your path is different. And I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. Understand that your path is different. You are not like everyone else. You will not look like everyone else. And even as much as someone got rich by drop shipping or by digital marketing, that does not mean that is what will make you rich. I've tried going that route of doing what everyone else is doing, but I never found the fulfillment in those places like I found in creating content. This is my path. What is yours? You have to clearly define your path. There is no timeline and there's no specific path to follow. If they're getting rich through digital marketing and you will get rich through creating content or being yourself, do that. If they're getting rich through owning hotels and you will get rich through cooking for people as a chef, you do that. Because at the end of the day, wealth is energy, and it follows expression and expansion. And where you feel expansive and where you feel like yourself is where your success will come. There is no timeline. If they retired their parents at 30, if they built their mother a house at 26, that does not mean you have to do the exact same thing at 26. You might be 26 right now and you don't even have a job. You don't know what you want to do in life. You don't know where you want to go. You feel like a mess. It is okay. Sit with that sadness. Sit with that pain until it figures itself out. You are not behind. You are not slow. You are not lazy. You are not poor. Just because you can't build your mother a house at 27 when your friends built their parents' house at 22. You are not them. Let not people lie to you that success has a timeline, that if you pass a certain age, you can never be successful. Some people will become millionaires at 45. Some people will become very rich at 82. Some people will become very rich at 18. That's the complexity and the simplicity of life in itself. There is no one path and there is no one formula. You decide your own and you move with it. So, to wrap up the class, success is not the destination. Success is in the process. Formulas will not work on you, and there is no timeline. If you're not crying, I don't know what you're doing. See you in the next class.